All right, welcome to the half-lit studio with the summer sun soaking in and two bike rides today. And just so therapeutic. Nature is an amazing therapist, really. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of humor. You know, I was thinking about what I enjoy most about a good friend, and I think when you pare it down, it's a sense of humor. My best man at my wedding, Bill, tremendous sense of humor. My mother had a great sense of humor. My brother Scott has a great sense of humor. So I borrow from everybody in my life all the great humor, and then I absorb this humor, and it makes life more meaningful, I think. So I'm going to talk a little bit about humor. There are people who think humor is an accessory to life, kind of like an extra decorative thing or a seasonal candle. But I have not believed that in my life. Humor to me is woven into the very structure of being human, not something I put on from the outside, but something that rises up from deeper places. By the way, it's somewhat of a humorous thing here. I am wearing a sun hat as a reminder that we shouldn't take protection lightly when it comes to the sun. My dad suffered from melanoma, and I've had friends that have, so be careful with yourself. So it's a little bit of humorous putting the hat on indoors here. But I've learned early that humor is a kind of truth-telling, and not the sharp mocking kind that wounds, but the gentler kind that reveals. A good laugh loosens the knots that we tie around ourselves. It lets us see our own absurdity without shame. If you ever had a friend or somebody you've worked with at work that doesn't have a sense of humor, and you think, boy, if they just had a sense of humor, their life would be a lot easier. But they take everything. So, of course, life is a serious thing, but it's nice to have it. That humor is sort of that thing that's the oil that sort of makes our motors run a little smoother, I think. So life can bring its share of confusion and grief, and I've lived a long life. I know that the seriousness alone cannot carry a person. There's a time and a place for humor, that small flame that refuses to go out when the wind rises. It's the voice that says, yes, this is hard, but look, there's still something worth smiling at. And there's something else about humor. It connects us with each other. It profoundly connects us. It's the bridge. It bridges the distance between strangers. It helps neighbors get along better. Even little corny humor at work, I've noticed, can really go a long, long way. Just be corny. Make fun of yourself a little bit. I've learned that from my friend Glenn, and he never takes himself too seriously, and that really gets him through the world of work quite well. So a shared laugh is a moment of communion. It says, hey, I'm a human being. I see you. I understand you. In a world that feels fractured, this kind of humor connection, it seems to be not only important, but essential. So I believe my humor is not separate from my moral life. It's a part of it. It's deeply ingrained. A person can be moral and funny at the same time. Moral and funny. And my humor is not separated from my ideals of my life. So when I say humor is integral to human life, I'm speaking not in abstractions, but concrete. I'm speaking from the lived truth of my own days. Humor is how I stay open to life, how I learn from life, how I keep my heart from hardening. And in the end, humor is not an escape from life. It is a way of entering it more fully, with clarity, with courage, and with a smile that says, I'm still here and I'm still willing to meet the world as it is. But, a laugh a day, a few laughs a day can be really good for a person. So humor is no small thing. Humor is important in human life. Comments down below if you have any comments on my humor dialogue here today. And I'm also on TikTok now too, as Paisano549. So check me out on YouTube and TikTok. Have a great day.